Welcome to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we will talk about the most interesting facts about living in Amsterdam. 1. Amsterdam has the highest concentration of museums per square meter of any city in the world. Amsterdam is only the modern version of the name of the city. When it was founded, it was called Amsterdam. The origins of the city's name come from its location on the river Amstel. Formerly a small fishing village, the city was founded on a dam built to control the Amstel River's flooding in the 13th century, known as the Amstel Dam. By 1300, the area gained official city status as Amsterdam. Amsterdam is also nicknamed Mokum, after the Yiddish word for safe place. This is because it was considered a safe haven for European Jews during the Holocaust. 2. Amsterdam is built on 11 million wooden poles. Amsterdam is below sea level, which is obviously not great, as it means the ground is very wet. Amsterdam is built on clay soil, which is very soft and can shift about. Without the poles that support the city, the buildings of Amsterdam could move around, which could cause huge damage. In fact, some of the canalfront houses look slightly tilted, earning them the nickname dancing houses. The Central Railway Station stands on 87 wooden poles, while the Royal Palace at Dam Square is built on an incredible 13,659 poles. Though thankfully, they are also reinforced regularly to avoid them dancing as well. Most old houses in the city center are supported by 10 poles, but houses today are mostly built on concrete poles instead. 3. Amsterdam has the smallest house in Europe. The smallest house is in Amsterdam, and it is only 2.02 meters wide and 5 meters deep. However, while this is the smallest house, Amsterdam often surprises people by having a lot of very narrow and very tall buildings that front onto the canals. These houses were built to evade property tax, as canal front buildings were historically taxed based on their width. This meant that people usually tried to build the narrowest homes they could. In contrast to this, the widest home in Amsterdam is 22 meters wide, named the Trippenhuis, after the Tripp brothers who had it built. 4. There are 4 times more bridges in Amsterdam than in Venice. Amsterdam is already well known for its canals, called grachten, and not without cause. There are over 160 canals, which total around 100 kilometers. This means that Amsterdam has more canals than Venice. However, the Amsterdam bridges are less well known despite there being a staggering number. In total, Amsterdam has 1281 bridges, which is 4 times more than Venice. Some of the most famous canals in Amsterdam are Herengracht, Prinsengracht, and Keizersgracht, which act as concentric transport belts through the city. Some of the most iconic bridges in Amsterdam include the Major Brug, featured in many films and TV shows, and the Torensluisbrug, the oldest standing bridge in Amsterdam. 5. There are 2,500 boathouses in Amsterdam. Unsurprisingly, the waterways of Amsterdam mean that a lot of people choose to live in boathouses. There are roughly 2,500 houseboats in the city, many of which are over 100 years old. While houseboats are a great solution to the housing crisis in Amsterdam, they are also interesting to tourists and locals alike, and there is a houseboat museum that is well worth a visit. Boathouses aren't only a sanctuary for humans in Amsterdam. The Cat Boat is a cat refuge and animal sanctuary situated entirely on a boat. It's the world's only floating animal rescue center in the world. 6. Amsterdam has the only floating flower market in the world. Amsterdam has so many barges and boats that there is even a floating flower market. This market was founded when traders would transport their goods into the city via barge, but nowadays it is secured on fixed barges. Nonetheless, it is considered one of the most vibrant and fragrant parts of the city to visit. The flower market is open from Monday to Saturday every week, come rain or shine. 7. There are 4 times more bicycles than cars in Amsterdam. Since Amsterdam has so many canals and fewer roads, cars are actually pretty uncommon in Amsterdam compared to other cities. In fact, there are 4 times more bikes than cars, since bicycles are easy and convenient for getting around the central part of the city. In total, this comes to around 881,000 bikes in Amsterdam. Shockingly, Around 12,000 to 15,000 bikes are fished out of the canals every year, which means a lot of people are losing their bikes to the canals. Bicycles getting stuck in the canals has become such a big problem that bike fishermen is actually a job now to help keep the canals clear of debris. 8. Amsterdam has the highest museum density in the world. There are over 90 museums in Amsterdam, giving it the highest museum density of any city in the world. If you're unsure what museums you might want to visit in Amsterdam with so many choices, there are some that are generally considered the best museums in Amsterdam, such as the Van Gogh Museum and the Rijksmuseum of Art and Artifacts. There are also some quirky museums, such as the Moco Museum of Subversive Art. One of the quirkiest is the Cat Cabinet, a museum all about cats, complete with cat art, cat sculptures, and even resident cats. 9. Amsterdam has more than 160 coffee shops. Coffee shops are features of Amsterdam that are internationally well known. Coffee shops usually sell coffee and tea, but unlike in the UK, they are also places where people can buy and use cannabis products. These locations are strictly monitored, and some are only accessible to locals, though most coffee shops in Amsterdam are open to tourists as well, which is one reason why Amsterdam is such a popular tourist location. Amsterdam has over 160 coffee shops, but in 1993, this was over 400. The numbers have decreased due to stricter policies in recent years, for example, the policy that coffee shops cannot sell alcohol. 10. Heineken was founded in Amsterdam. Heineken is a popular beer all over the world now, but it was founded in Amsterdam by the Haystack Brewery. Heineken Lager was first brewed by Gerard Adriaan Heineken in 1873. In 2011, roughly 2.7 billion liters of Heineken Lager were brewed. If you want to learn more about Heineken and the history of the beer, there is the Heineken Experience in Amsterdam. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.